Happy New Year, and happy to present another 10 episode recap for I Want to Know Your Story. Let's get started. Interview 51 was with Jillian Rose. Jillian has a ton of energy, so I didn't know what to expect when sitting down with her. What I got? 100% realness. I love that she is just herself and puts it all out there. She opens up about her journey and how she always wanted to write, but didn't know where she was going to get her inspiration from, and find out how she found it and what she writes about. Definitely watch her interview. Episode 52, Ken Sledge. Ken is a ton of fun. I met Ken through Michael Colomb, who did a previous interview with me, and I really enjoyed our conversation and have gained a great friend. Ken is really open about his life and his journey and his passions and his family. Also, Ken asked me to be on his podcast, My First Horror Movie. So I obliged, gratefully. And we actually aired our interviews with each other on the exact same day. Such a coincidence, but cool. It was really fun. Definitely check out Ken's interview and thank him again for doing it. Episode 53, Jen, aka Sober Sis. Jen shares with me life as a retired gray area drinker. She talks about how she started drinking at a later age in life than most people tend to. She talks about her journey through her bond with alcohol and breaking that bond. She actually termed something called the bottle breakdown, which she explains in our conversation. She supports other women in their journey and has a ton to offer. I learned so much during this conversation and am so grateful for her and all the work she's doing. So definitely watch our conversation. Episode 54, Genesis Amaris Kemp. Genesis reached out to me wanting to do an interview because she had just released her book, Chocolate Drop in Corporate America, where she talks about racism and discrimination in the workplace for, as she puts it, people that look like her. She really wants to open people's eyes to what is happening and encourage people to stand up for themselves, as she did for herself. She talks a lot about that during our conversation. I encourage you to check out her interview. Episode 55, Jeff Bradford. I learned about Jeff through a friend, so I followed him on Instagram. He put a post about being able to share people's stories through traveling the world. I commented, he commented back, we connected. I couldn't understand why anyone would risk it, sell everything they own to travel the world. Jeff answers that question for me and for you in his interview. Definitely check it out. Also check out his YouTube channel, Beer, Wine, and Spirits, where he does travel the world and tell other people's stories as it relates to beer, wine, and spirits. Episode 56, Dawn Marie Bornheimer. Dawn also reached out wanting to do an interview. She is an incredible woman with incredible passions for helping others. She talks about her journey through life and her story and her childhood, helping others, being a teacher, being a mental health advocate. Please watch her interview. Definitely reach out to her. She's super supportive, absolutely amazing. Episode 57, JD Slackard. I don't even know where to begin. I was completely shocked at the fact that JD was a fellow UCSB Gaucho. We went to the same school, many years apart, I will admit, but we went to the same school, which creates this cool instant connection. But I was introduced to JD by a mutual friend. JD has an incredible heart. He's an ex-basketball player. He's an athlete. His mindset, his focus, his drive, and his ambition. He also is a novelist, and he wrote his first novel while he was in school, and it is called Moonflower. I read it myself. I encourage you to watch the interview first, then read the book. The connection you will feel to the story is so impactful. I didn't want to put the book down. It made me feel so much more connected to JD as a person and to the story. Definitely watch our interview. Episode 58, Shanique Davis. Shanique is so much fun. I can't help but smile. She says right in the beginning that she loves to laugh, and that she does all throughout our interview. Tons of laughter, tons of smiles, great humor. She shares a lot of anecdotes and really brings to life that Jamaican vibe that we hear so much about. She talks about her love of her country and her culture. She also talks about her love of other people. and wanting to give them a platform to spread their message and share their story. Please check out Shanique's interview. It was tons of fun, lots of laughs, like I said. Episode 59, Roddy. Roddy talks about sobriety, addiction, therapy, and what she does now after 3 years sober to heal herself. Her art is therapeutic. She has a clothing line. She's doing amazing things and is feeling so empowered and has this new lease on life. I think of Roddy every day when I feel like I just can't do something. And I remember all the things that she is doing. Definitely watch her interview. You will not be disappointed. Last but not least, Frank. Episode 60, aka Frank the Model. I really appreciated this conversation because Frank is so open. Frank starred in a horror movie that I watched. It was a short film that was actually directed by Michael Colomb and written by Brantley J. Brown, both who had done interviews on this channel, so go back and check those out too. But Frank was the lead character in Bag of Tricks. So I was excited to sit and talk with him, just not only because of that, but just to find out how acting came into Frank's life and what his story was. It was so nice to have him be so open and honest about his childhood, about his family, and about his love of acting and how he became Frank the Model. Definitely watch, tons of fun, and thank you all again. I can't express it enough how much it means to me that people reach out and want to share their story, want to sit down and take the time to talk to me, and in turn, talk to you. Enjoy.